Shalom, shalom. I'm your brother Kaya out of GMS camp out here in Phoenix, Arizona. First and foremost, is I want to give his all praise, glory, and honor is to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rahach, Wadash. Of course, I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that have taught us this truth and rule well. Also want to say shalom to the 144,000. Also want to say shalom to the speckled bird out there, even though you may look like the heathen but are not the heathen. I also want to say shalom to the Akwath and to the Akim that are listening. You know, I'm going to name this prophecy is told, but no one is listening. Prophecy has been told. We tell you before it happens. As another way to say it, wake up to reality. What is about to happen? What is about to come? If you don't like what we say, because we may sound like a broken record, oh well, find you something else to do. Because we're going to keep telling you what is about to take place. Now, I don't know if all of you know that here in Babylon, aka America, March 19, 2026, the government shut down again. All the things that are taking place, you know, war is coming. War is inevitable. So since I got a little 15-minute break, might as well push the button, came to my car, and want to share some scriptures. The first scripture we're going to get, right, and bear with me, is the book of Isaiah. This is Isaiah, and we're going to go to chapter 13. Isaiah 13 and verse 4 through 11. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle. What is this going into? That Yahweh Shai Shai is getting all these heathens to gather together for this war, for the controversy of Zion, going down to Yahweh Shaphat, you know, or what do you call it today? What do you call it? Yeah, Yahweh Shaphat, Jehoshaphat, in another scripture. So having that understanding, what we're seeing today, and it's going to gear up more and more and more. Matter of fact, let's read on. They come from a far country, from the ends of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. Now, having that understanding too, that Babylon, aka America, will be completely eradicated. Going into Revelations 18 and verse 10, but also where over there in the so-called the Middle East, what is that, the Levant area, where everybody's coming in. So when they do that draft and all of that, where do you think these people are going? Matter of fact, let's read. Matter of fact, in verse 5, let me see, bear with me. It was another scripture I want to get in verse 5. What was that? Let me see. The weapons of his indignation. Now you got to understand, with them weapons, what are them weapons? All the weapons that he had man create. Matter of fact, let's go to, since we're in the book of Isaiah, let's go to Isaiah, 54? And bear with me, so I'll get for the throat scratching. Isaiah, 54? And we're going to get verse 16. And let's see what it says. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I will create the waster to destroy. So at the end of the day, Yahweh Shai put in the minds of these people, these rulers and their people, to build nukes, missiles, tanks, all this stuff that destroys, right? Yahweh Shai has put this into the minds of the heathens to create all these things. You know, missiles and all the different things that they're going to use during war. You know, right before Yahweh Shai pulls up with the chariots and the host of heaven. So you start to see for yourself that Yahweh Shai is doing to behold, I have created the smith. We all know what a smith does. He creates weapons, you know. Matter of fact, let's go somewhere else, right? Because it's not going to be very long. I'm trying to get straight to the point of what we're coming into. Of course, before all this goes full blast, we're going to come into Jeremiah 30 and 7, where we're at right now, but it ain't full blast. We're going to about to hit real soon Revelations 13, verse 16 and 17. That RFID microchip will be here soon. I mean, once again, they just shut the government down. You got to understand, these devils are plotting and planning. He has a short time, and his time is running out. And so you're going to see Revelation 12, verse 12. This devil going to come down with great wrath. Matter of fact, what scriptures I'm thinking? Let's go to the book of Joel, right? And bear with me. Joel chapter, 3 and 2. This is Joel 3 and 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So that lets you know one thing, two things. What does it let you know? That the children of Israel are not in that land. Now, some of us are over there. There are some Israelites over there, but the majority of the Israelites are where? Here in the United States, Babylon, aka America, ground zero. We're scattered everywhere, but the majority of us are here in Babylon, aka America. But this war going right back into, it's going to be at the Levant area, as I was saying earlier, Yahweh Shaphat, where they about to fly all these draft people they drafting, all these militaries going over there to fight. Where do you think they're going to be fighting at? It ain't just going to be in Israel or over there. It's going to be in the so-called Middle East, which is Western Asia. In that area where the Euphrates, I think it's where the Euphrates dried up, way out there, all that land. Right? So matter of fact, and this is inevitable. It is going to happen. Matter of fact, since we're in Joel, let's go to Joel chapter 3. We'll jump down to verse 9. This is going to be a quick hit. Straight to the point. This is Joel 3 and 9. We tell you before it happens, prophecy. Wake up to reality and what is about to happen. Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Now these Gentiles are the heathens. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. What do you think you seeing right now when they show Russia and their military, when they show China and their military, when they start showing all these different militaries and they fatigues and they in order and they, parading around? What do you think you seeing? Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And that's what we're seeing. Are you not seeing what China just told Iran? Hey, guess what? We'll give you a nuke. We ain't charging you. We'll give you a nuke. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Make weapons. Are you understanding? Is it registering? Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathens, and gather yourselves together round about there. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen then round about. So you know who the judgment is going to come through. It's coming through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. What scripture tell you in that second narrative said, when they try to run up, they durst fight. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Let me see, let's go further. The multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. When the nukes go off and the missiles go out and they blot out the sun, think about that, a mushroom cloud. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. And the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel. And who is this talking about? The remnant. The earth is going to shake back and forth like a drunkard. We ain't never felt nothing like that. Yeah, there's been brothers been in earthquakes and stuff like that. We ain't here in Arizona. We ain't felt this ground shake. This whole earth is shaking around. The whole planet is shaking, baby. We ain't never felt nothing like that. Because these missiles going to be plummeting and hitting. And the only way out is up. And as you see here, what did he say at the end? The Lord will be the hope of his people. His people. And the strength of the children of Israel. Those that rely on Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Like me and all of my brothers and the elders, we rely on Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. 2/3 rely on Jesus Christ and whatever the heck they want to rely on. Their hand, their arm is the strength they looking for is through Esau Edom and through the military. We look towards Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai that he can save. Have that understanding. Matter of fact, yep, that's it on that. Y'all want to read the rest? We can read it. Wasn't but so shall ye know that I, the Lord, that I am the Lord your God, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no stranger pass through her anymore. So he gonna get rid of over there. He gonna get rid of. He gonna tear up Israel over there, and you heathens are gonna rebuild it up. We'll get that another day. Matter of fact, let's get one more scripture before I go, because I got to get back inside, back to the plantation. Pretty soon, this is going to be, these plantation, these going to work and all that, sooner than later, all this going to be stopping. Probably sooner than later. Lord willing, we ain't got to come up in these places. No brother want to go up and be doing all this bullshit no more. Making money for Esau, doing all this nonsense. Man, hell with this shit. And if my words get to you, change the channel. I mean what I say. Change. We tired of this. We can't wait for all this stuff to happen. Sick and tired of this world. We can't wait for Yahweh Shema Shai to come and take Esau out of rulership. Can't wait. And you heathens, y'all all in trouble. I don't give a dang if you don't believe it. You in trouble. Matter of fact, let me get one more scripture and I'm going to get back inside. Because I don't need nobody saying nothing to me. Not today. Let me see. Isaiah 66 and verse 16. Let's get that. What did he say? For the slain of the Lord shall be many. Y'all think Yahweh Shai playing? Okay. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. It is what it is. Once again, prophecy is told, but no one is listening. And the only ones that are listening is that remnant, and the rest of you shall burn. Wake up to reality. Shalom. Before I say shalom, I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wadash. Shalom to the next time.